Now, many of you by now, you will know that NIO this year not only intends to officially launch their Envo L60 brand, which is their first sub-brand, but they're also intending on launching their second sub-brand, namely Firefly, which that, of course, brand, they plan to start selling models in that brand the first half of next year. That is the very most interesting brand, because that brand, you know that the Firefly brand, it is the cheapest brand that NIO will be offering, or that will be offered under the NIO, of course, umbrella, because their sub-brand Firefly starts around $13,800, which is something that is pretty exciting, because this model can be afforded by almost anyone who's working, which is something that is pretty exciting. Now, with Firefly, you will know that NIO's intention was to launch this sub-brand in Europe, but we know right now that they are going to, or they intend on launching it first in China before Europe. But one thing that we read, or one good thing that we read about Europe this a couple of days ago, is that NIO has seen, or was seen, testing this Firefly model in Germany. In fact, there is a video that shows NIO testing this model, or this model seen passing the Theodore train station, which is something that to get to see already NIO preparing for this model in Germany or in Europe, it makes me to be really excited, because this is a step that shows that NIO will be going to very soon start selling this model or this car there. You will know that some of the people are worried about the tariffs that are coming in Europe, or the tariffs that might come, because it has not been included. There are still meetings between the Chinese authority together with the EU Commission about this tariff increase, which the NIO CEO has already said that if the tariffs come, this car, the Firefly, will still do very well in Europe, which is something that is pretty exciting. And it shows us that if these tariffs don't come, or don't play and come to Chinese EVs like NIO and Envo and Firefly, we could see them doing exceptionally well, because even with the 21% tariffs that might come, the CEO of NIO indicated that Firefly will still be competitive. Firefly will still flourish in Europe, which is something that is pretty exciting. You will know that NIO in Europe currently, how they are selling their cars, or how they are selling cars there, is that they import them from China and then sell in Europe. The CEO of NIO, together with the president, they have indicated and made comments to say that the only time where they will consider building a factory in Europe is when they, of course, sell at least 5,000 vehicles on a month-to-month. They will consider doing partnerships with local car producers and start producing some of the NIO models in Europe, which is something that, of course, we look forward to that. So 5,000, it is the target, or at least 100,000 annual sale will be the one that encourages NIO to open up a factory that will enable some of the NIO cars, Envo, Firefly cars, to be produced locally, which is something that we look forward to. And with Firefly starting to going to also start selling in Europe, I think this is one of the brands that will fuel NIO to get to the 5,000 or close to the 5,000 sales which they are targeting. NIO, both Envo and Firefly, or both Firefly and Envo, will increase and fuel the kind of sales that we see NIO bringing or generating in Europe, which will be the one, like I said, to encourage NIO to consider building a factory in Europe. So I'm excited to know that NIO has already started the tests of the Firefly in Europe, though we have not seen a lot of news reporters commenting or writing about this. But we give thanks to Next Move, who are the ones that published the video of us seeing NIO testing their Firefly model in Germany. Now, this Firefly model, we know that it is going to be launched in China before this year ends, and sales in China are going to commence or beginning of next year. Factory wise, when these, of course, cars will be produced, we know that there is the fourth factory that is rumored to, of course, being established so that it can be the one to produce the Firefly, because factory number 3, we know, based on the comments made by the NIO president, that it will be producing only Envo and NIO. So factory number 4, it might be just for Firefly, which therefore, since we know that Firefly is starting sales in the first half of next year, that factory will be completed by the first half of next year, which is something that is pretty exciting, and we look forward to that. This therefore means that by next year June, NIO probably will be having 4 factories where they are producing both their cars and their sub brands, or both their brands, main brands, NIO's main brand and their sub brands, which is something that is pretty exciting, and we look forward to that, because once these 4 factories are up and running, or the 2 more factories are up and running, which will therefore means that NIO has got 4 factories, then it's lights out. There will be tons and tons of vehicles or models that NIO is selling on a month to month, which will take us to profitability, no doubt about that. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, comment and subscribe, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me. And before you buy NIO, increase your holdings, do your own due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.